The New York Yankees have finally clinched the AL East, the best division in baseball. I know what you're going to say. Nah, man, it's the NL East. They've got two teams, man, that are going to get 100 wins. Well, I forgot that the division ends with those two teams. Oh, they've got three playoff teams. I forgot three. What about the other two teams? Those two teams suck. All right, over here at the AL East, we've got five teams that are playoff caliber. I know you're going to say, oh, Boston, not really. Well, Boston has been in the mix for the most part this year. Now, Washington is garbage. Marlins have improved, but they're still not good. And then you got, Phillies, Braves, Mets. But over here, we've got more competitive teams. All right, let's keep that in mind. But anyways, the New York Yankees had a very terrible month in August and then a beginning of September, but they still managed to clinch their division. And I did want to give a quick shout out to Vladimir Guerrero for, lending us his home to celebrate the AL East, win. And then we did it against him. He's a part of the division. The night before that, he hit a walk-off and said, "This is my house." Nice. It really is, man. We celebrated. We were popping champagne, drinking beers in your house. How did you let that happen? Huh? How did you let that happen in your own house? Better sell that house because it's now the Yankees' house. All right, we own that place. But anyways, the Blue Jays are probably going to be playing the Rays, and then the winner will play Houston. So we probably won't be seeing the Blue Jays unless they can beat Houston and the Rays, which I don't really think they will. I think it's possible if someone between those two teams were to beat the Astros, between the Rays and the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays have a better chance. But then we've got, the Yankees, Cleveland, Mariners. To be honest, the Mariners were hot. Now Cleveland's getting a little hot, so it's kind of a flip of a coin. You don't really know who's the better team because I did see the Mariners absolutely choke against the Royals, which is, wow. It was a mighty choke. I won't lie, but I don't know. It's. I think the Yankees will do well against either team. I just believe when Luis Castillo's pitching, we might lose that game for sure. But I'm confident we can win the other two games. But anyways, the New York Yankees, right? They have new talent that really helped out. I believe Oswaldo Cabrera has become a very vital player to this team. Peraza coming in, when he plays, he gets multiple hits. I kind of believe Peraza should be playing shortstop and IKF third base. Josh Donaldson, I like Josh Donaldson. He's very inconsistent. He's got like 15, 16 home runs this year. I think Isaiah Kiner-Falefa was a better hitter. He gets on base more. I understand, he only has like 3 home runs this year, but I don't really care about that. I kind of care more if they can get on base, and I think I have more confidence in IKF getting on base, and he's a great third baseman. I don't know why Aaron Boone doesn't really use IKF at third base more. Peraza, every time he plays, I see him getting multiple hits, and then he gets put on the bench. It's like, look, this kid right here is earning his spot here at shortstop. He does well. I do see him make a couple errors, but he's a kid. He's going to make errors, and it's not like Josh Donaldson's perfect. I literally went to go watch him live against the Angels, and he was making errors, and we lose the game because of his error. But anyways, that's besides the point. I just believe IKF has proven that he can play great defensively third base. Peraza seems like he's getting multiple hits. I would love to see a little bit more Peraza at shortstop, IKF at third for the rest of the year since we've already clinched. Why not? I don't see the reason why not. And then, Anthony Rizzo can stay healthy. We'll be fine there. Gleyber Torres is getting hot. That's a bat that we absolutely need to keep hot to get into the playoffs and make a run because he is extremely vital to this team. And then we move to the outfield. Aaron Judge, he's stuck on 60, but I think once he gets 61, he's going to start hitting a ton of them. But we'll see what happens. I'm really praying he could really get over 61 and have the legitimate MLB record without steroids. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Barry Bonds, yeah, it's cool. He got 73 and all. But if he gets 62, I believe, in my eyes, everybody has their own opinion. It's the record with any, no player enhancement drugs. Then we've got, Center field, Harrison Bader, who's been great. I think he's going to be extremely good for us. And everybody, ever since Bader's came back, everybody has shut up about Jordan Montgomery trade. And I absolutely love it. Nobody talks about, man, Jordan Montgomery, we needed him. We should have never made the Bader trade. Now everybody's looking at Benintendi, who got hurt. Carpenter, who at times was in the outfield, got hurt. Now it's like we needed Bader, so we don't see Aaron Hicks. And now everybody's like, yeah, that was a great trade. So I told you the Harrison Bader was a good trade, and Jordan Montgomery absolutely sucked, all right? Even if Jordan Montgomery is doing well in St. Louis, let's say he was still having that under 2 ERA, right? What does that matter for us if he can't perform with the Yankees? If he can't perform with us and he can perform with them, doesn't mean we should keep him. He's not even in our division. It's fine. You can go do well with the Cardinals. You didn't do well with us, all right? This year, he was absolutely atrocious. And I know people are going to say, oh, you're being a little too hard on him. No, he wasn't very good. When I watched him, I didn't feel confident. I felt like we were going to lose. We were on a losing streak with him starting on the slump. Trading him was the absolutely right decision. And I am not even the most, biggest fan of Brian Cashman. But the Jordan Montgomery trade was phenomenal. We got, the best defensive center fielder. He's got a decent bat on him. And, what more can he ask for? Then at left field, Oswaldo Cabrera, he played on the right field. He was doing well. And on the left, he's adapting and he's doing better every day. And every time I see Oswaldo Cabrera come up to the plate, he gets better and better and better. And I really want to see what his career can shape up to be, because honestly, he looks great. People are saying, oh, he's going to be a nice little rotational guy. No, Oswaldo Cabrera is him. He's good. He's got I think 16, I think it was 14 or 16 RBIs in the last 17 at bats, some crazy like that. And I was just like, this guy's barely in. He's just doing great. I can't say enough good about Oswaldo Cabrera, and he kind of came out of nowhere. Everybody was hyping up, bring up Peraza, bring up Volpe, let's start bringing up Jason Dominguez from the high A. And then Oswaldo Cabrera gets promoted, and he absolutely rocks it. He started out as shortstop, and then he started, in the outfield, started doing well. He just earned his right to be on the playoff roster, 100%. And it'll be interesting what happens I know it's a huge if, but if Benintendi and Matt Carpenter come back, it's going to be an extremely interesting situation for Aaron Boone, because he's going to have a ton of options in the outfield. And all I got to say, if them two come back healthy, I do not want to see Aaron Hicks ever play. You can't have Aaron Hicks play when you have 5 other guys that are better than him that play in the outfield. And then I'm missing a big guy in DJ LeMahieu, who would be great to have, back. And I don't know what his injury status is. He should come back. We would really need a guy like him to come on base, but I'm not sure if we would take away Aaron Judge's leading spot and give it to LeMahieu or Benintendi if they come back. But Judge at the number 1 has been doing well. He gets on base. But honestly, we'll see what happens. These are big ifs with injuries. But I'm really happy that we finally adapted. And, we brought up guys, we traded for guys, and we look good right now. We look good. And I am pretty confident that we can make a run. I'm not saying we'll win it, but I just think we can make a run. The bullpen's getting healthier. I think our problem, obviously, is closing out games. We don't have a closer. And, Aaron Boone already said we're not going to have a definitive closer. It's going to be all on the moment, which I don't know. It's not the worst thing, because you don't want to put a guy, say, Clay Holmes is closing the games and then he's blowing it. You don't want to do that. Or Wandy. Same goes for him. It's best to just leave it up in the air, I believe, because you don't want to just say he's a closer and then he's just blowing the game. And then starting pitching, we've got Garrett Cole, who looks I don't know if, honestly, if Garrett Cole wasn't getting paid that much money, he wouldn't be the day 1 starter. It would be Nestor Cortez, but, money talks. Cole's probably 1, Cortez 2, 3, I don't know if it might be Talon or Severino, and then 4, the whoever isn't 3 from Taylor Severino, and then 5 as of right now, Domingo Germain. I don't know what the Frankie Montas situation is looking like, but I rather see this 5 that I just said starting and not Frankie Montas. I don't want to really see him starting in the playoffs. He has at most 2 good starts this year with the Yankees. And honestly, I think it was a bad trade. I generally think the Frankie Montas one was a bad trade. Benintendi was a good trade. The Harrison Bader was a good trade, but the Frankie Montas one has really just blown up in our face. Yeah, we should have gone all in on Luis Castillo, or obviously without trading Peraza, Dominguez, Cabrera, or Volpe. We can trade whatever for Castillo. We don't get him. It's fine. Maybe Zach Gallen should have been in the mix, but it is what it is. He's probably leaving in free agency, I believe, this year, so we might not see him as a Yankee anymore, which I don't understand why he hasn't turned up if he's due for a contract. But anyways, as of right now, I think the Yankees are probably gonna be in the AL. Gonna be playing the Astros right before the World Series, and we'll see if they can get through them. I think that's the really big challenge. Can they get through the Astros? But anyways, leave a comment down below what you think about the Yankees and their playoff, their playoff hopes. Can they get number 28 and I could finally throw away this hat, or are we going to see them just make me keep my hat? But anyways, thank you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.